In last week, we have discussed about how to use control structures. Especially, we discussed about the sequence and selection by now. Now we know how these control structures are working. Today, we are going to learn some more about these control structures and especially about the selection control structure and the repetition control structure. Okay, I would like to start from a small question. Okay, write as a question. Using selection using selection control structure, draw a flow chart and construct code blocks. To evaluate marks inserted for three subjects. Evaluate marks inserted for three subjects and display pass if student obtained more than 50 marks for each of those three subjects. Display fail otherwise. You have to write a program, you have to take a decision, you have to evaluate three inputs, take three inputs, right? So you can maybe take subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, like by three inputs, take three inputs, and also try to display pass if he or she has obtained more than 50 marks for each subject, and otherwise please display fail. Display fail. So actually you should know the symbols used for, by now you should already know the symbols used for flow charts. But if you don't know, this is small reminder, because we have these things in grade 7, right? Symbols used in flow charts, because you have these symbols. Actually, the introduction of the symbols is in grade 7. But in case if you cannot remember now, or in case if you miss that, right? So you can use this. And start and stop is denoted by using this rounded rectangle. It shows start and stop. And process is shown using rectangle. Input and output shown using input and output. Those are displayed using parallelogram, Samantara Shakti. Okay. Decisions are taken and displayed using a diamond. Circle is used for connector. Circle is used as connector, and then arrows to show the data flow or flow of logic. Arrows are used to display.
How to add text in a shape?
You can just right click, edit text. Okay. Right. Now, please write the symbols if you don't know and try to answer the questions. I'll give, okay. Right, this question you have to think, and I'll give, okay, I'll give 5 minutes. I'll give 5 minutes to answer this. Question එකේ දැන් පැහැදිලිවම කියනවා selection කියන control structure එක පාවිච්චි කරනවා. Selection කියන control structure එක කියලා කියන්නේ ඔයාලා දන්නවා control structures තුනක් තියෙනවා. Okay, let's go to the book and read the book. පොතට ගිහිල්ලා අපි බලමු. පොතේ 40 41 42 පිටු මට මතක විදියට බලමු. book එකේ grade 8 English reading book. හරි. This one. හරි ඒක අපි යමු programming part එකට පිටුව 40 41 වගේ මට මතක. ඔව්. 48 හරි programming. දැන් මෙතන අපි පළවෙනි දවසේ ඉගෙන ගත්ත මේකනේ පුතේ first day we learned that any problem to solve any problem we have to analyze the problem. That means we have to know what are the inputs and what are the outputs, what are the processes, then only we can solve the problem. Right, here also in this question also you have to analyze and understand what are the inputs. හරි මේකේ හැටියට inputs මොනවාද? මම මේ දීලා තියෙන question එකේ හැටියට මොනවාද inputs? මෙතන කියලා තියෙනවා පැහැදිලිවම here. Inserted marks, yes, 3 marks. Subjects තුනකට marks input කරන්න කියලා තියෙනවා. Draw a flow chart and here, sorry, contract compose, right?
Sir, I send it.
Okay, compose. මෙතන compose කියලා වෙනස් කරගන්න පුතේ. Contract කියලා compose වෙනස් කරගන්න. එතන වැරදි. හරි මේකේ කියලා තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ අනුව draw a flow chart and compose code blocks. Code blocks හදන්න කියලා කියනවා. මොකටද code blocks හදන්න කියලා කියන්නේ? Okay, Pehara, I got your answer. Okay, correct. And this is Ronald. Ronald input marks 1 mark 2. Yeah, logic is correct, Ronald. And end should be connected to both, right? End එක connected no?
Sir, I'm Tihan.
Tihan, sorry. Should be connected to both, right? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Other than that, that is correct. Okay, good. හරි. දැන් අපි කතා කරමුකෝ මොකක්ද කියලා. දැන් මේකේ තියෙනවා evaluate 3 marks. Marks 3ක් input කරලා ඒක evaluate කරන්න තමයි මේ හදන්න කියන්නේ. Input 3 marks. You have to input 3 marks. Then if the student obtain more than 50 marks for each subject. ඒ කියන්නේ 50ට වැඩිය ලකුණු අරන් තියෙනවා නම් subject 3ටම each subject 3ටම ගන්න ඕන 50ට වැඩිය. Then pass, otherwise fail. Subject 3ටම marks 50ට වැඩිය ගන්න ඕන. How to do that? කොහොමද ඒක කරන්නේ? First of all, okay, let's discuss now. First of all, the main thing is you have to input start. Right? Before that, you have to start. Start කියන එක අනිවාර්යයි. Now you know the symbols, right? Start, stop making. Input, output, parallelogram. Process, rectangle. Diamond for decision. Connector is circle. And data flow is arrow. Okay, after that, data flowing down. And after that, you have to input the subject, first subject mark. Input marks for subject 1. Input marks for subject 1. So you have to input marks for subject 1. That is the next thing. That's very important. You have to get 3 such inputs. Input 3ක් ගන්න ඕන. Input mark for subject 1 and input mark for subject 3, subject 2, and then input mark for subject 3. Subject 3ටම ලකුණු ගන්න ඕන. Based on this subject marks, හරි මේ ගන්න marks අනුව තමයි අපි උත්තරේ දෙන්න යන්නේ. Subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 marks අරගෙන according to that marks we are going to compose. We are going to come to the conclusion. We are going to take the decision. Okay, see here. So first you have to check each one of these subjects. So this you have to check subject 1 greater than 50. If yes, now you are suitable to evaluate the second subject. If no, you can directly say you are fail. එක subject එකක් නැත්නම් fail නේ. If no, you can say you are fail. Then again you have to evaluate the second subject. And by evaluating the second subject, you can say again subject 2 greater than marks for subject 2, is it greater than 50? If it is yes, then you are suitable to pass, but you cannot still tell because you have to check the subject 3 also. If not, definitely you are fail. එකකට හරි නැත්නම් fail නේ. So if not for the first subject, fail. If no for the second subject, then also fail. Either. But if yes for the first subject, you have to check the second subject. Then if yes for the second subject, you have to check the third subject also. If yes for the third subject also, then you have passed. If yes for the third subject also, subject 3, you have to check whether it's greater than 50. Right, okay. Subject 1 උත් වැඩි, 2 උත් වැඩි, 3 උත් වැඩි නම්. Subject 1 වල marks උත් 50ට වැඩි, subject 2 වල marks උත් 50ට වැඩි, subject 3 වල marks උත් 50ට. All 3 are greater than 50. Then what? All 3 are greater than 50 means you are passed. Yes, then you are passed. Okay, so one more thing that if you are having difficulties in understanding the language, or if you are having difficulties in understand the concept, you can come for the grade 8 Sinhala medium class for free, right? We are not charging extra. Then samara kattiya then metana enawa samara lamai. Then you can also come, right? So that is a benefit for you. You can learn one lesson 2 times. Then lesson will be confirmed. Okay, display pass. ඒක ඔයාලට තියෙන chance එකක් කැමති කට්ටිය ගන්න. You can come to the Sinhala medium class. We are not charging a separate charge. You can come for free. Okay, then so if less than 50, or if it is not more than 50 for the first subject or the second subject or the third subject, either or all 3 or some or 2 subjects, දෙකකට හරි එකකට හරි තුනටම හරි 50ට වැඩි අඩු නම්, then you have to say you are fail. Display fail. Tian, your one is correct, but so if you want to like explain the logic well, so better you write the codes or draw the flow chart in this way, right? And then
Okay, sir.
you can finish. This is what I said. You have to display pass and fail. You have to combine and finish. And note that this connector stop or end. Note that in the book also, පොතෙත් බලන්නකෝ. Here in the book also, the connector is not visible. Connector is not used, but that is totally okay, right? No issue. Hari, sequence here you can see sequence again, start in and end in, start stop, rounded rectangles, input output. Input is here, output is here. Both are.
Sir, in reading book or workbook?
This is reading book 41 page number, right? And this is process. Process is rectangle, right? This is how the symbols are used. We learned this in grade 7. That's why I'm giving in the middle. Right? Then here the decision symbol is this diamond. If yes one side, if no another side. Here, so they have given example. Start, find whether the condition. If rainy day, go to the playground. If today is a rainy day, no. If it is not a rainy day, go to the playground. If it is yes, if it is a rainy day, go to the library. Here you can see both flows are joining, but no connector here. That is totally okay. Connector එකක් මෙතන දාලා නැහැ නේ. දාන්න ඕන හරිනම්. හැබැයි දාලා නැහැ. It's like this. Some roundabouts, you have that roundabout. Okay, but some junctions you don't see the roundabout. Understood? Some junctions are there just connecting the roads. Here it's like a junction just connecting the road without roundabout. But some junctions are there, those are with roundabouts. Roundabout is better to have a roundabout because it's like a formal way. But in case if you want to write quickly, you can write without the roundabout. That is the nature, right? This is also correct. You cannot say this is wrong, but better if you can connect like this. එහෙම නැතුව නිකම්ම arrow connect කරක් කමන්නේ නැහැ. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Okay, this is the second and third one. Third one is similar to our one. So it's like toss and dice. Get the value and move the counter forward according to the value of the dice. Did you reach the bottom of a ladder? So here it's like this. Reach the bottom of the ladder, then move square the top of the ladder and snake's head. Then if it is yes, again you have to come move the controller to the tail of the snake. Right? If you are in the bottom of the ladder, move counter to square the top of the ladder. If you're in the bottom, then you have to go top of the ladder. But if you reach head of the snake, then go to the tail of the snake and end. Right? So then, like, let's say if you reach, if you are reaching the top of the ladder, how? That part is not there. Move the counter forward. Yeah. If you are here, then only you can come down. So that is there. Anyway, okay, snake and ladders game. So this is how the flow is controlled. That is then page number 43. Something similar to our one. But you can't like create this really. So let's try to simulate something similar to this, right? Not the perfectly the same, but we can simulate using Scratch. We can simulate this. We can use a dice, and dice we can of course simulate using even microbit. Microbit and make enough. Okay, let's try to create this game later, right? Not now. At the end of the session, let's give a try to create this game. Okay, you have sent me print screen. I'm just referring to that. Is that? You have created this. Okay, good. Yes. First subjects, but there's a problem. Okay, but there's a problem. This is the code that you have generated. Make a prashna, make a hurry. Enter mark for the first subject and get the subject marks. Enter subject for the second, get the subject. That is also correct. Third subject, get the subject marks correct. If subject mark greater than 50 years, then come inside. If subject mark greater than okay, let's say let's think like this. Subject 1 mark is 60. Subject mark make a subject 1 mark 60. Then you come inside. Let's say subject 2 mark is 40. Then what will happen?
Code stop.
Yeah, code stops without saying anything. That is the issue, right? This will be okay if subject mark is like let's say subject 1 mark is 40. Then it will directly go to the else and print. You fail. And this is also okay. Okay, let's say something like this. No, this is only okay for that situation. If subject mark is greater than 50, let's say you got 50 and then 60 and 70, then you will display pass for sure. That is okay. But if you get 50, then the second subject 40, then program stops. This is wrong. If you get 50, second subject 60, third subject 30, again program stops. You have to use if and else both, right? That is my point. Okay, let's say another one I got. This is the program. Okay, let's try to do. Have you finished drawing this or need time to draw? Do you need time to draw this or finish drawing?
Finish drawing, sir.
Finish, sir.
Finish. Okay, good. Right, in case if someone need the time to do this, he'll just take a screenshot. If everything is visible to you now, just take a screenshot of this. This is the expectation. Okay, just take a photo or screenshot. This is the flow chart. And okay, let's go and develop the programming code there. Let's go and do the programming code. In the programming code, you have to check each subject. Okay, So this is the programming code, but I'm going to redo it for you, right? So I'll redo this for you because some are there new today who missed the last day class should know how to create the program from the beginning. Here's the link. One of my link එක එවනවා. මේ link එකෙන් ඔයාලට Scratch interface එකට log වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, here I have sent the link. Please click on that and you will see this interface. Okay, in this interface, the first thing that I want to do, I want to get 3 marks. Marks 3ක් මම ගන්න ඕන. To input, we are going to use sensing. Sensing තමයි input වලට පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. In Scratch, for output, we are using loops. For inputs, we are using sensing. එක මතක තියාගන්න. Loops පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ output වලට, input වලට sensing පාවිච්චි කරනවා. හරි. Sensing 3ක් ඕනනේ නේද? නම් marks 1 ඕන, marks 2 ඕන, marks 3 ඕන. ඔන්න sensing 3ක් ගන්න. ඒ sensing 3ට answer 3කුත් අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා. මේකේ answer එකයි, ඊළඟ එකේ answer එකයි, ඊළඟ එකේ answer එකයි විදිහට answer 3කුත් අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒ answer 3 තියාගන්න තැනක් ඕන. We need a place to store these 3 answers. How to keep something in programming?
Variables.
Using variables. Exactly. Correct. Very good. So you have to, if you want to keep something, you have to use memory locations or variables. I'm going to create 3 variables. That is subject 1. You can use the subject names, maths, English, science. That is also okay. Subject 2 and subject 3. Okay, I have 3 variables. And I have to set the values. Set subject 1 to the answer. Then set subject 2 to the second answer. Set subject 3 to the third answer. Subject 1, subject 2, and subject 3. Here you have to ask, enter subject 1 marks, enter subject 2 marks, and enter subject 3 marks. Enter subject 1 marks, subject 2, subject 3. This should happen. This should happen after clicking on the flag. When you click the flag, this should happen. After that, you have to do the evaluation. To do that, we are going to control. Evaluation එකක් කරන්නේ, condition එකක්, repetition එකක්, selection repetition. We need this control. From that, we have to take if subject marks greater than something, what to do? If subject mark greater than some other thing, the second subject. If the third subject mark greater than, likewise for 3 subjects, you have to get 3 if else blocks. And to check the greater than, you have to get this greater than operator. By default, it is greater than 50. Okay, so no need to change that. එහෙම නැත්නම් වා change කරන්න ඕනේ. If it is 60, you have to change greater than 60. Greater than 70, you have to change. I'll keep it 50. Then what? You have to check these subjects. If from the variables, if subject 1 greater than 50, very good. If subject 2 greater than 50, yes, that is what we need. If subject 3 also greater than 50, then we can tell, okay, you have passed. You have passed. And if not, you have to tell you have failed. You have failed. And again, so in the second case also you have to say you have failed. And the third case also you have to say you have failed. Third case කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි. පළවෙනි පාරම අහු වුණොත් if it is less than 50 first time, it will come here and go to the else section, fail. If second time, if it is caught for subject 2 less than 50, it will come here and you have failed. If subject 3 is less than 50, it will come here If all subjects greater than 50, it will display you are passed. Okay, let's test this quickly.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have done like this, but the output is different.
You couldn't.
Yeah, the output is a bit different.
Output is okay. I'll give you a chance to share the screen, right? So I'll check. Let's check what has happened. Okay. First subject, I'm giving 45. Second subject, 67. Third subject, 87. The first subject, 56. What do you think? Pass or fail?
Pass. Pass.
55, 56, 76. Third one, 87. Yes, it passed. Okay, pass. Now let's try something like this. 76, 87, and third subject 50. First subject 76, second subject 87, third subject 50.
Sir, fail. Fail.
Yes. Because 50 is not greater than 50, right? Therefore, it will be fail. Yes.
Sir, can't be at 50 greater than or equal?
Yeah, can I? How? You have to add the both conditions. From the operations, you have to tell if it is greater than here, if it is greater than 50, or if it is equal to 50. This is how you construct that. Greater than 50 or equal to 50. Understood?
Sir,
Okay,
I
sir.
made it, but it's not like this. It has that if, then now you have the other two ones are also in the first if
Yes.
subject one, but I made it after if then. Okay, then if you have passed, if you have failed, you have failed, and next the second subject 2 goes down subject 1.
But that logic is incorrect, no? Okay. That logic will be incorrect then. Okay, those who said that not working and the other logic also, can you share the screen? Then I can show what has happened. I'll give you a chance to share. Take a screenshot පුතේ අනිත් අයට මේක screenshot එකක් ලියාගෙන අරගෙන ලියන්න පුළුවන්. අපි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ screen එක බලනකොට. Others, please take a screenshot and start doing this. Take a screenshot and start doing this. Others. Okay, those who have errors and doubts can now share the screen. Shami, yes, what's the problem? Okay, you have done subject 1. What the Shami now?
Sir, when I put an incorrect one like 40 to subject 1, then he again asks the marks for subject 2.
Enter.
See?
Yeah, that is the nature. It will ask for all subjects. That's not wrong. It will check the subject mark for all 3. That's not wrong with it.
Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, you can stop. The other one who said that, kindly share the screen, then I can help, right? If අවුලක් නෑ බය වෙන්න එපා share කරන්න screen එක. එතකොට මට උදව් කරන්න පුළුවන්. තව එක්කෙනෙක් කිව්වා නේද තව මොකක් හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා කියලා. Okay. No questions. All right, mess up.
සර් කිව්වනේ මේකේ ලොජික් එක වැරදි වෙයි කියලා. ඒ වුණාට සර් මේක හරියට එනවනේ. මම දැන් මේකේ මේ ST1 කියලා අන්තිමේදී ගහුවා. එතකොට you have failed කියලා ආවා. ඊට පස්සේ ඉස්සෙල්ලා හරි 50ට උඩාවම ඒ හරි කිව්වනේ.
ඔයා ලියලා තියෙන අනිත් පැත්ත පොඩ්ඩක් එන්න බලන්න. S1 50 now fail. Or less than now fail. Or S2 50 now fail. Yeah, that is clear. If this is S3 50 now, 8 fail. You are reversing the logic. Yes, then that's correct. F1, yes, then fail. Then F2 50, then fail. F3 50, then fail. And otherwise, It's passed. That is also correct. Okay. You can just give some values and show this. This is also some other way of writing this. That is correct. Can you click the flag? Okay. But there's a small error. I'll show that, right? Lian, give some marks. Okay, 63. So give some marks. You have passed. That is for all subjects more than that. Hurry. So let's give one subject less than that. Let's give one subject less than that. Not the output, right? Not the output. It's very important. 14. Hurry. 57. Okay. 35. Now you have failed and you have passed. Have you seen that? You have failed kila you have passed kila
Yes, sir.
right, that is the issue.
Thank
Right?
you, sir.
That's you have to have else part, make a hurry, but you have to have this else part, or you have to have another condition to check whether all subjects are greater than 50. So that can be again you can use another if. If to check that for all subjects you get 50. To do that, just use that if then this one. Just drag from there. Yeah. And keep it. No, this one you have to put in the middle. You have passed one, you have to put in the middle. And here you have to check this condition, Pute. When you are checking this, go to the operations and use this and now put it inside. And again, one more time, just put it. You have to check all three. So that is how you evaluate this one. Now you have to check this greater than 50, again greater than 50 here, greater than 50 here. Now you have to evaluate all three subjects. Understood? You have to check for all three.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.